It's good to be back at the Victory Monument here. It's been 15 years since I've been here. This time with my good friend and touring partner, Bill. So how do we start this tour? Well, you take your bicycle, which you've tested, you throw it into a box, and then you have someone drop you off at your local airport. You fly safely, because we didn't want to get sick before we started. You make it to your destination. At your destination, you hopefully get all your boxes back from the airport. Then we made our way to the Virginia beach, where we put together our bicycles and we put them into a rental car. Then we played tourists around Virginia Beach. This was a really cool place to visit. We had never been there before. We picked going to the Mariners Museum. We saw lots of cool stuff. This is the home of the USS Monitor, one of the first ironclad ships, and this is a replica of one, so we had a lot of fun checking that out. Today's 64-mile ride from the Yorktown Victory Monument to the Willis United Methodist Church, just southeast of Richmond, was pretty chilly today, although this is a very normal route that many cyclists take when they head off on the TransAm going east to west. This is as close as I'm getting to the water. I don't want to have a bunch of sand all over my shoes and crap today, so I know it's not technically right, but it's good enough for me. We've now visited and we're leaving the Victory Monument, and we're taking an alternate route pretty much all the way to Williamsburg because the Colonial Parkway at this time is under construction and closed. It's the Grand French Battery, artillery of 1781, field guns, mortars, and howitzers. Let's go take a look. We finally got a little warmed up this morning, so it's a little bit better, a little more tolerable. My Garmin says it's 50 degrees. We got a good 12, 15 mile an hour headwind, so it's all good. We're now in Colonial or Historic Williamsburg. Colonial Williamsburg is a living history museum and private foundation presenting a part of the historic district in Williamsburg, Virginia. Its 301-acre historic area includes several hundred restored or recreated buildings from the 18th century when the city served as the capital of the colonial-era colony of Virginia. The district includes 17th and 19th century colonial revival and more recent structures and reconstructions. The historic area includes three main thoroughfares and their connecting side streets, which are designed to represent how Williamsburg existed in 18th century. Costume employees work and dress as people did during the colonial era, sometimes using colonial grammar and diction. I'd recommend visiting this area. And now passing through the William and Mary College. This is a new stop for us. It's been really chilly today. Keith had to stop at the Ace Hardware to get some extra gloves because his fingers are absolutely freezing. Bill's fixed his flat tire, so we're gonna try and make it another 5 miles without stopping. It's been kind of a slow morning, but Bill and I've left the Yorktown Monument this morning. We made it through Williamsburg, and now we're on the western side of Williamsburg, and we're going to pick up the Virginia Capitol Trail, and I think we have this actually the rest of the day. It was kind of funny earlier, I probably didn't do a video about it, but we came upon a time trial UCI bike race, and of course they wouldn't let us ride through, but that bike race was on a detour since the
Capitol Trail or Capitol Highway or whatever they call it, Parkway, the Colonial Parkway is closed, so that we had to take a detour. Since they wouldn't let us go through the bike race, we had to take a detour on top of that. So it's been kind of an interesting, slow route finding day. And now it's just about 1:30, and I think we've done 27 miles. We've got like another, maybe 40, 33 miles to go. So it should get a lot easier now we've actually found the actual route. We don't have to make it up as we go. So it's been a lot of fun. This is called the Spoke and Art Provisions Company. It looks like a bike shop, and they got a little grill out back, which is nice. And they probably have lots of supplies. They have an area over here of picnic tables. I don't know if they allow tourists, cyclo-tourists, to camp there overnight, but they might. It's a neat little place. This is the Chickahominy watershed. This is known as Chesapeake Bay Inlet. The first official original Route 66 sighting here along the Colonial Parkway Trail. Hey guys! Hey! Hey! This is Charles City, Virginia. Been dragging the last 10-15 miles. Haven't been having a lot of strength in the legs, but been trying to eat and drink my way out of it, and just found a nice facility here, so hopefully that'll help as well. Bill's up here taking a picture of some flowers for his wife. This sign seems to claim that the first English Thanksgiving in Virginia happened on December 4th, 1619. Interesting. Lots of plantations in this area. Seen lots of farmland. It's been actually a really pretty ride along this trail. Now 64 miles into the day, and we've reached our destination here. This is the Willis United Methodist Church, our home for the night. Never looked so good. My legs are pretty much toast. A lot of people ask, so where do you stay when you are on your trips? So one place we're staying here on the first night of our trip is at the Willis United Methodist Church. They've been hosting cyclists for, probably 50 years now almost. It's just incredible what they do. But let me just show you this nice little church. It's a great country church. We just met the pastor by the name of David. And here you can see we've got bathrooms on this side. We got lots of women's there, but we've got a shower back behind here. This is kind of like a gathering hall. They said they have about 50 people in their congregation. They said we can use their kitchen here. Got everything we need. We really just need to boil water. And Bill and I are going to set up here. It looks like in the child's playroom. We actually have carpeting in here. It's like Bill's working on his phone there. And we're just going to set all our stuff up in here. You can see I got my panniers here. And we're just going to put our pads down here and have a good night of it. So it's really nice that they do this. And it's probably nice that we make a donation to the church. Since they've been doing this such a long time, they actually have a cyclist prayer request box and donations. Say all donations are used to provide for our cyclist ministry. Thank you for supporting this ministry. So it's really a great thing they do. Today was much shorter at 29 miles as we wanted to take in the big city of Richmond, Virginia, since we had not been there, and check out the downtown and see what else that it had to offer. We actually found a really neat festival in downtown that we hung out at for quite a bit of time. It was a good day. Bill and I had a nice evening here at the Willis United Methodist Church. The sun is up. It really feels good to have the sun. So I think we'll be a little bit warmer today. It's not going to be that cold, damp day we had yesterday. Very nice little park here along the Virginia Trail we're on. We're getting close to Richmond. Today I'm battling a really strong headwind today out of the northwest. Both my knees are hurting after yesterday's 64-mile ride, so I'm trying to take it easy. And I know I'm probably slowing Bill down, but so sorry. Not a cloud in the sky, we got the sun. So hey, it's still better than yesterday. We're just cruising in the Richmond area along the bike path. I'm not exactly sure what river this is. Well, it's a pretty area. Here we are in Richmond, Virginia, at the Virginia State Capitol. Bill is being an excellent tour guide, getting us through Richmond as we look for interesting things to see. The State Capitol, obviously being one. We're just cruising through downtown Richmond. Well, we're coming through Richmond and there's a nice city park here, and we've just happened upon some type of festival. Looks like they're selling a lot of clothing. They got music, probably got food, so hey, it's been a good foray coming here through downtown Richmond. Bill had a great idea to come here. So this is a one-day festival and it's a big swap meet. A little bit of everything. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to walk it, Bill. Got hats, grocery stuff. Looks like a lot of clothing. They said they do this a couple times a year. Lunch at the festival today was brought to you by the Cluck and Roll. It was really good. I had a chicken sandwich with barbecue sauce and some fries and a Coke. It was quite filling and really good. I think they'd probably give the Chick-fil-A chicken a run for the money. The spice was that good.
Try the chair.
On North Cathedral or Park Street, headed west towards the Science Museum. And these are a bunch of, looks like fairly nice row houses along here. Different architectures, some with stone exteriors, some with brick. Looks very nice. And Bill's munching down on an Oreo cookie. He's saving it until some time that he can eat, which is now. We're at the Union Station, which is no longer Union Station, the Union Station. Now it's a Science Museum. And we've come all this way to see a ball. Oh, it's actually pretty cool though. Basically it floats on water and you can move it. It's pretty neat. Try to move the world. Nope, can't do it. It's bigger than I am. It goes dark after a little bit. Stop it. Nope.
You got to pull it down.
What about pushing it up?
Okay.
Oh, I actually can.
There, you got the U.S. level now.
I'm changing the axis of the earth. So this building you're looking at is on the roadside attractions or roadside American. It's supposed to be one of the ugliest buildings in this area or the United States. I'm not sure which, but the exterior looks like crumpled up aluminum foil. It's pretty wild. I've not seen anything like that either.
Today's 60-mile route allowed us to escape the east coast of Virginia and the big city of Richmond to get out into rural Virginia. For the evening, we camped at a little city park in Mineral, Virginia, which was really quite nice.
Breakfast this morning was at the Wawa. We weren't too impressed, although, as Bill says, there's calories in, so that's what matters. It's amazing how quickly things change. We were just in an area near all the baseball stadiums and it was really rough, and now we're in a very, looks like, affluent and wealthy area here along Hermitage Avenue, headed north out of Richmond. This is the little town of Ashland, Virginia. How about this? 2 days in a row we found a water or globe held up by water. That's pretty amazing. Just a beautiful stream here with waterfalls and pour-overs. Well, of course we came down a steep hill and we're at the bottom, so we got to climb out, but this is worth it. This might have been a mill, I don't know. Yep, mill house, built in 1735. This is the community of Bumpus, Virginia. Gone about 45 miles, and we're gonna get lunch here, and we probably got about another 15 or so to go. There's the tornado catchers, and here's our lunch stop right here. There's a nice little Marathon convenience store. They make sandwiches, and they got everything else you'd want from a convenience store. Bill's got a cheeseburger and fries, and I got a turkey sandwich with some chips and Gatorade and Coke. So stopped by the side of the road so Bill could take off his tights, and he looked off here to the side and he said, "Is that a subwoofer?" I said, "You gotta be kidding." So here we are, and sure enough, it is a subwoofer. Let's see what kind it is. Sonance sub. Well, let's see. Will it thump? Nope. No more thumping. I'd say that one's dead, but that's a first. I've never seen a subwoofer on the side of the road. We're in the community of Mineral, Virginia, and this is our accommodations for tonight. Walton Park. Porta Johns. May just be Porta Johns and water tonight. Monday, April 14th. Tomorrow's tax day, although by the time you see this, it'll be long gone. But we've set up everything here in the pavilion in the Mineral, Virginia's Walton Park. And we've got some severe storms possibly coming in tonight. So what we've done is the storms are going to come in from the west and northwest. So it's going to come this way. So we tried to set up on the farthest side of the pavilion so we won't get as much rain. It sure is nice to be in this pavilion tonight. The town's been really nice. They didn't have any water turned on here at this Walton Park, so I called the water department, and they actually had somebody come out and turn on one of the spigots up near another building. So we've actually got water. But the little Mexican restaurant we went to, they filled up all of our water bottles, and they were really nice about it too. So I've been impressed with Mineral. It's a nice little town. So who knows how much sleep we'll get tonight. The storms are supposed to come through between 8 p.m. and, oh gosh, all the way to 5 a.m. And then it's going to be cooler tomorrow. But today was a good day. I felt strong. It was a good day of riding. Of course, Bill did as just awesome as ever. We had a good day. So I guess that's about it. I don't know if you can hear this right now, but we are getting a rainstorm with thunder and lightning. I'm in the tent right now. Yes, there are swamps in Virginia. Shit. We've got really good signage for this mark here in Virginia. I mean, good signage for this route, not mark.